en inglés, ¿tú sabes lo que va a pasar? ¿Tú sabes lo que va a pasar?
¿Tú la has puesto en inglés, Pico?
A ver, espérate.
¿La encontraron en la cama o en el piso? No.
Ahí va a decir, she's asking if she's on the bed or on the floor. So ahí pues en ese...
Si la encontraron en la cama o en el piso.
Okay, va a decir, is she on the bed? Okay, va a decir, is she on the bed? Is she on the floor? Va a decir, is she on the bed or on the floor?
No, Irina no estaba en la cama.
And then dice, no, Irina wasn't on the bed. Irina wasn't on the bed.
Irina se levantó y todo.
She got up and everything.
Ella se levantó. No, Irina, ¿cómo se llama? Él fue
Irina, he went
a la cama y cuando él le hizo
towards her,
eso, ella se levantó y fue.
and then she got up and started, how would you say it? Like,
when he did that, she
wrestling?
got up.
Wrestling?
Y siguió.
And then she stabbed her.
Y le decía,
And he still continued doing that.
algo, ¿no?
And did she say anything? Yeah.
Sí.
Yep.
¿Y qué le decía? ¿Tú estás
And what did she say? Are you crazy?
loco? No. Ella lo que
No. The only thing she did was scream.
estaba y ella lo que estaba era gritando.
She was only screaming and everything.
Ay, Dios mío.
Oh my God.
Y ella se desmoronó al lado de la
And did she
cuna, ¿no?
fainted like besides the crib of the baby?
Ella,
No, let me tell you.
ella se levantó.
She got up. He stabbed her.
Él le rajó la mano con el cuchillo, los antebrazos. Se aguantó de la cuna de la niña.
And then after that, she turned around. She grabbed onto the crib.
Dio la vuelta.
She fell down on my side.
Por el otro lado.
On the other side.
Ella le dio la vuelta.
But she turned her whole. She around the room.
She went around the room.
Ella duerme del lado, ella duerme.
But do you mean where do you sleep at? You sleep by the crib, right?
La cuna. No, ella dormía.
No. Like she was on the side of the bed, but sometimes.
Cuando yo estaba allá.
But when I was there, I would hug her. But she was on the same position.
Oh, yeah.
On the side of mine.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
En esa foto se ve que ella.
Oh yeah, in that picture. So now she knows that in that picture.
Estaba como espalda a la cuna.
She was on the side of the bed.
Sí, como sí.
Yeah.
Y bueno, los arañazos que sale de él ahí, pues.
And what about the scratches that Derek had?
Lea también fue que ella se defendió, tú sabes.
Well, she defended herself.
Como aguantándolo, algo de eso.
Like, trying to hold back from him, doing that.
Ella lo que se defendió, ella no fue a darle golpe, ella lo que fue a quitarle el cuchillo.
Protect herself and take the knife away from him, right?
Porque ella estaba dormida en shock.
Because she was sleeping and in shock, right? How does she know that? Va a decir, wait a second, how does she know that? So, ahí mismo, ella está So she's involved. She's involved. Oh, look. 15 minutes I was talking to her. 15 minutes I was just talking to her. And I left a couple days, so, and the baby wouldn't let us sleep. So now the judge is gonna be like, wait a second, I thought the baby was sleeping. Wow. And
ella lo que trató fue defenderse, pero...
And all she did was trying to, protect herself.
Imagine. Oye, mamá, tenía una cesárea y una ligadura juntos.
She was a C-section and the, what do you call that?
She tied her tubes.
She ties her tubes.
Sí, mira, yo tenía la cesárea y las hemorroides afuera, Frank.
Ella también.
And then she's gonna take, my hemorrhoids. I had hemorrhoids and all of that.
La niña no dormía.
And my baby wouldn't sleep. So now she's agreeing that the baby wasn't sleeping.
El día era por la noche. Yo toda la noche tenía que estar con almohada, con cojines, con el fondillo, con 2 huevos en el fondillo. 16 puntos.
My ass was hanging. I got my balls were even hanging too, and I had to put them on the pillow. And the judge is gonna be like, what? 20 days before she was born, they had to poke her down there. Because it came out. Oh my God, it hurt so bad. Oh my God. It was C-section and the tubes tied.
Ay, pobrecita.
Ligation.
Y entonces ella lo que gritaba, ella no dijo nada.
And did she scream or what did she say?
Ella lo que gritaba.
Or was she screaming?
Auxilio, auxilio.
Help me, help me.
Ay, Frank, por Dios mío.
Oh my God, Frank. Oh my God.
Mío, qué terrible.
That's horrible. Yeah,
Yo no sé, porque ese niño no salía de
But that kid wouldn't even come out.
la casa, no se contestaba con la amistad.
That kid didn't even go to his friend's house. He went to school normally. I was barely telling him to take out the trash and everything. So en ese punto se va a dar cuenta que él lo mandaba a Derek
Hacer cosas.
hacer cosas. So ahí manipulación. So and so he could learn how to do stuff. Because Irina wouldn't let him go even outside. Even to the garden.
Oh yeah, our mothers are always like that. Every time we look into the kids and that's how we are. Yeah, it's not easy. Y entonces tú estabas
And Frank, where you were
haciendo el chequeo, cuando pasó todo eso, tú estabas haciendo el chequeo en el hotel, ¿no?
Checking out, you were checking in the hotel, right? What do you mean in the hotel?
Cuando pasó todo eso, tú
When
estabas
everything happened, right?
en el camión o
todo eso lo tiene la
No,
policía.
everything. I'm not gonna talk about it. Everything that the police has it.
tú no miraste la grabación para atrás para ver nada de eso.
But did you see the video to look back of what happened?
Back to the video here.
Vi un par de fotos que miré.
No, I only saw some pictures. So ahí se contradijo. I only saw some pictures.
Lo que yo miré en el momento que él lo fue eso ya.
Until I only watched what he did, and
La cámara también tira fotos.
And the camera takes pictures.
La cámara tira fotos.
The camera takes pictures.
La cámara.
The camera records.
Grabado en vivo y tiraba fotos.
Records and it shoots pictures.
Por la del cuarto.
The one in the room. The one in the room.
¿Y por qué el detective te pidió a ti
And why would the detective ask you
la foto si él
the
puede
pictures if he could get him anytime?
tenerlo con ellos ahí
You know,
No me pidió nada a mí.
he didn't ask me for anything.
No, el detective dijo en juicio que
The detective said on court that you gave it to him.
tú le habías mandado la foto.
Sí, pero él no me lo pidió eso.
Yeah, but no, he didn't ask for it. I gave it to him
Lo mandé porque yo quise, pero él no me
because
lo
I
pidió.
felt like it.
¿El mismo día o los días después?
The same day or days before. So she knew about it now because she knows she's asking them. She's asking them.
Los días después yo le dije, no, yo,
But then later on,
yo
that's when I
estaba
asked him.
mirando las notificaciones y miré esto en el teléfono porque yo tengo la de eso.
I saw it on the notifications of my phone, and
La cámara. Y me dijo, ¿qué
and
tú
in the
viste? Y
camera.
de hecho ya ellos
And when he asked me, when the detective asked me, you know, I told him about it and I sent it to him, and he was surprised. But I gave it to him.
Eso ellos lo tienen. Ellos lo
But everything he has.
¿Y a ti te llamaron y te llamaron a declarar o te preguntaron
Did they ask
algo?
you or they say
no,
anything?
me investigan.
Yeah, they investigated me.
Normal.
Normally, very normally.
Teléfono tuyo, todo.
Everything.
Claro, sí, esa noche
Everything? Yeah, everything. Everything. Yeah, everything.
Está con la policía. Yo venía a darle a la niña a la abuela.
To ask, they even, okay, well, when they asked me if she was allowed the grandma to take over the baby, I said yes. So long story short, what he means by that is that he gave the approval, Frank Ramos, to the police that the grandma of Derek Rosa to have the baby.
Ellos me tuvieron que llamar y hablar
They
conmigo.
called me and they asked me if I was okay of giving her the baby.
Porque la niña el mismo día se lo dieron a la abuela.
Oh, so you mean the same day they gave the baby to the grandma?
Claro, la niña se la policía la tenía la policía en Hialeah.
Yeah, they called me from the police from Hialeah and I gave it to them. And I gave them the okay. And you know what I mean?
Como tú eres el padre, que
I mean, you're the dad. They have to ask you. Well, they asked me if she could give him the baby, and I said yes.
Y en ningún momento la policía te trató mal o te dijo
Has the police said anything to you or
que eres sospechoso?
That you're suspicious about this crime?
No, niña, está loca.
No, not really. No.
Bueno, Frank, no sé si sigue la cosa así, no sé, puedes hacer un...
Well, if this situation happens, you know...
No sé si la policía te dijo que si tú podías hablar...
Have the police said that you could speak or say anything?
Decir algo, si tú quieres decirle algo no sé, a la gente.
Or if you want to tell anything to the people out there, you know?
No, yo puedo hacer lo que yo quiera, pero
Yeah, I could do whatever I want, but...
No, ¿sabes? Yo no voy a meterme en eso ahora porque eso
I'm not going to get involved in this or none of that.
Con la gente por gusto. Cuando
because I don't like to get in fights or none of that.
sea juicio,
but when the trial happens,
no solo eso, de decir lo que pasó, tú sabes, ese día fue esto así, allá, a ti
but
tampoco.
You know, you could always say, you know, what happened, you know, you never know.
Pues yo sé que no te importa lo que diga la gente,
you know, I know you don't care what people say, but...
Pero bueno, por lo menos sacar un poco de duda,
but, you know,
y que
so people, you know, could start believing in you and get the triggerness of the people to believe that you did something.
No hable tanta bobería.
And people don't
tú
say
sabes.
that, you know.
Lo primero es que cuando tú te pones a hacer
but,
eso,
you know, when you fight with the people, you know, it's just...
Sí, breta la gente, es más malo eso.
Pero bueno, si tú quieres, yo no que ponga nada de lo tuyo, no voy a poner nada de tus cosas, eso es algo que...
Yeah, I promise I won't put anything out there, you know.
Yo no lo voy a hacer, y menos si tú no me autorizas, porque yo soy por esa parte, soy muy muy, tú sabes, muy
You know,
respetuosa.
I'm very respectful, and unless you tell me something else, then I'll put it.
Pero bueno, yo no sé si tú quieres, yo puedo
But well, if you want
decir
to,
algunas cosas, cómo
could
fue
say
lo
some
que tú,
stuff.
lo que el día ese, lo que tú dices, tú sabes lo que tú
The day that you did,
me estás contando.
what you're telling
Para
me.
las personas que crean en tu inocencia y
So
que,
they
que
will
están, tú
believe what
sabes,
you say.
apoyándote ahí, porque también hay mucha gente que te apoyan, Frank.
And there's a lot of people that,
Mandan mensajes diciéndome
there's people that, they send me messages and
que
that they say hi
es
to
una
you,
barbaridad
that
y
this
que
is
te
crazy,
que demande.
and
Miles
to sue them.
de personas, no miles, pero sí varias.
Not a lot, but some.
Todas esas personas que se saben que
Te están apoyando y no te conocen, porque hay gente que no te conoce.
And, there's some people that don't even know
Conocen,
you.
pero la gente ve.
But
Aparte,
people
mijo, el
see
testimonio de ese niño, como
in
ese
those-
niño contó eso, Fran.
And the way the kids
Yo
said
me
it,
quedé fría. Ni el niño que mató a los jóvenes testificó así.
And the other kid that really, did the killing didn't even testify the way that Derek said it.
ese muchacho es un loco, güey.
Yeah, the little kid is crazy.
Pero de un día para otro, Fran, porque ese niño no presentaba nada.
But wow, like one day out of the blue, out of the blue, he just did that.
Nada, ese niño era muy normal.
That kid was very normal.
Niño.
Very, very normal.
Normal, tranquilito,
He was
noble.
very calm.
Mira, tú sabes por qué también te hago para que hables con alguien, porque yo sé que hay veces uno hablando, uno.
The reason why I'm calling you, so you could call and talk to.
Irina la encontré.
Oh yeah. Y eso es todo. By the way,